It was a rough day. I went to the beach today, which was really awesome. I really enjoy going to the beach, and I think this is the first time I've actually gone swimming in Santa Monica. So I went with like 16 kids, a couple coworkers, and we're in the in the water. I was the only one that was pretty much swimming in the water with a bunch of kids, and had a blast, a really good time. Just relaxed and swam for 3 or 4 hours. So it was a really good day. I was kind of bummed out. I'm gonna get chewed out later by my wife. Well, first of all, I can't really see very well without my glasses, and the water was shallow for maybe like 10-15 yards, and then there was a little dip, and then there was a sandbar for about 40 yards, and it was only up to like my knees. So the kids they had a lot of water to play in, and the waves weren't too bad. It was really awesome. Probably one of the best times I've ever been to the beach, period. And I freaking tripped and got knocked over by a wave, and I lost my glasses. So as you can see, I have a really bad tan line, and I have a little redness on my face. I got a little burn. I guess I didn't put enough sunblock. But other than that, it was a great day. It was a lot of fun. Got to work this morning, talked to them about my ticket that I got last Wednesday. So I guess even though we're all city employees or whatever, they're different departments. So I have to fight this ticket myself. They're saying most likely they'll waive it, but I have to do it myself. So I have to come in tomorrow an hour early before work and try to beg and plead to see if the city I work for will waive the ticket that they gave me while I was working. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't do that, because I'll be really pissed. And then I guess they're changing. Well, I guess it started a new fiscal year, so next week I may not have a job. They're gonna see what if there's enough kids or if they need me. So which sucks. It's what really sucks about working for a as-needed position, because you never know when they're gonna fire you, or not. I guess not fire you. It's just when they need you. So even though I work for them, I may get 4 hours a week, 2 hours a week, 20, which has like been never. So we'll see what happens. Still looking for another job. I've been looking on Indeed and Craigslist, and I've been applying a lot and saving a lot of jobs to apply later. So whenever I get free chances, I'm just applying for jobs. My friend Christina helped me redo my resume, so I've been using a new resume and trying to see if I could change it up a little bit to get better results. And yeah, it's been pretty hectic, and I normally don't stress, but I've been stressing a little bit just because I want to get a job and have a house of my own and just take care of my wife. So hopefully something comes up soon. Still waiting for a response from Nickelodeon to see if I was considered, or even if I was considered or got the job or not. They still haven't posted anything online. If you guys want to check out my online portfolio that I sent to them, it's sciencecomics.wordpress.com, and then you just go to the portfolio link on the top, and that's science SAENZ comics COMICS.com at WordPress. I'm sorry. No, it's just sciencecomics.wordpress.com. And you guys can check out some of my stuff, see what you guys think. If anybody ever has, anything negative, there's always positive you can take from negative stuff. Or if anybody wants to tell me, positive stuff or ways to improve or better myself, I'm always looking forward to that. I'm always welcoming it. So hopefully that goes well. This whole overall weekend was pretty cool. I got to see my cousin Nicholas, even though he was being a flake. And I didn't see him until 7:30 at night on Sunday. I had been waiting for him since early in the morning. We went to Alhambra, went to Noodle World, and had some noodles. I had this siu, which is kind of like a cross between beef and broccoli, and big fat dumpling type noodles in like a sauce, which is really good. And my cousin and his girlfriend, and both my cousins and my auntie, they all loved it. They like the restaurant a lot. It's really good, and it's really hard to go to a restaurant that my cousins like, because they're really healthy. They're not vegan, but they try to eat very little meat and super healthy, all organic. And I'm always giving them grief about what they eat and stuff. And edges, and I tease and joke around a lot, so hopefully they don't interpret that way. But I think they have pretty good, thick, resilient skin. They're not a bunch of sissies. And speaking of being a sissy and having resilient skin, I'm dreading to go home right now and see my wife, and I know she's gonna nag and complain and chew me out for losing my glasses. I have another pair of glasses, but it's a weaker prescription. It's supposed to be just for reading so that my eyes can slowly be corrected. But like I've never used. I used them like twice, but I do have contacts. I just hate using contacts. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I have really squinty eyes, so it's really hard for me to put them on. So yeah, but I'm probably gonna start wearing contacts for a while until we can afford money to get a new pair of glasses. And then work tomorrow. And then I think I'm off Wednesday. I might work in LA for a couple hours. And then Thursday, actually going to go to Hurricane Harbor, which is right next door to Magic Mountain. We're going on a field trip over there. And I haven't been to a water park in a really long time. I'm not a really big water park fan. I do like rides. I do like getting water. It's just that I really get grossed out by people. Growing up, I lived pretty close to Raging Waters. So I remember in high school, I went to Raging Waters. And it was such a traumatic experience because I was in the wave pool, and I'll never forget it. This black guy, he had scabs and like all over his body, and like pus was coming out of it, and it was so gross. Like one of the grossest things I've ever seen on a human. And he was out of the water on a higher area, and he was calling a friend that was in the water next to me. When he called his friend, he jumped in the water right next to me. So even though they put chlorine and stuff in that water, this guy had all this nasty stuff on his body in the water, and I almost started throwing up, and I just ran out of the water, and I stayed on the beach area the whole time. And ever since then, I've never been back to Raging Waters. It really grossed me out. So now that I'm older, we'll see if I can get past that. And I'm usually down to do anything. Like I love the ocean, and yeah, I know they dump waste and shit in there, especially like in Santa Monica. But, believe it or not, the water was pretty clear. I actually even saw a pretty big fish today. But hopefully I'm able to overcome that obstacle and enjoy it. I don't even know, maybe I might be too big to fit in the little tubes. I remember younger watching The Simpsons, and Homer Simpson got stuck. So that kind of deep down in my memory banks right now. Me being a fat boy now, you never know. Thank you. But hopefully it'll be fun. And I've been working on my comic book, not as much as I should. So I know I'm kind of procrastinating and flaking, but this weekend was pretty hectic. If you guys saw my videos from yesterday, my mother-in-law, I guess she hurt herself, sprained her foot, so she's been icing it all day. So I had to go help my wife, or go with my wife and help my in-laws clean up and do whatever they do. They do have a daycare in Whittier, so every weekend or every Sunday before they go to bed, they have to clean up and mop and sterilize and clean everything so that it's safe and up to code for the kids. So usually their Sundays are pretty hectic, and my mother-in-law, she kicks ass, so she does a lot of the work herself. So without her, me and my wife had to work, and my other sister-in-law, Vanessa and Rolf, they had to come in and join it too. So we did that until I met up with my cousins, and we just had the Asian food, and then we went home and vegetated a little bit, knocked out. Our refrigerator broke, so that sucks. It's like whenever I start saving money and I have something saved, bad shit happens. So we started having money saved up. Angelica needed her truck fixed. Cost like $400. Then I think it might have been more. I don't remember. And then the refrigerator died on us, so we can't freeze or put anything in the refrigerator. We have a little mini fridge in our room, so it's like stuffed with milk and stuff right now. And our eggs almost froze, so it's like we gotta find the balance to make sure that everything can last in there until we get it fixed. I think my sister-in-law, she's gonna buy a new fridge or get her fixed, but she hasn't been worrying about it too much, I guess, because she's going to Mexico next week. So me and my wife home alone. So for her, it's no big deal, but for us, we really need it, and so we might have to help pitch out to get it fixed. And then now I lost my glasses, so it's like shit. It gets me so annoyed. But it's like, how it is. Whenever you get a little bit more money, something happens. I guess everything happens for a reason. So yeah, it's even more pressure for my wife to get better jobs. I have a cousin and his cousin. This guy makes $20,000 a month, and I can't believe the guy barely passed high school, barely passed college. The only reason he got into a college is he got into SC because his father paid for it. The guy was like maybe barely a C student. This guy makes $20,000 a month, and he doesn't know shit. And it's like, how many dumb people in our society have such great jobs and are dumb as fuck? A lot of people. It's all on who you know. So I'm trying to network and stuff. I want a really good city job or a good, county or state job. And I think as long as those jobs, or even like a good union job, because as long as you do your work really well, you get everything done, you're on time, you're set for life. I'm even contemplating going to LAPD. I talked about that before. It's just that I have to lose weight and I have to get in shape and be able to run. And I really enjoy eating, and I do not enjoy running. So it's hard, but if it needs to be done, then I'm trying to run every morning and get it done. So we'll see what happens. If not, I gotta find out about. Well, I gotta take my CBEST. CBEST test is a test when you don't have your credentials for teaching, or even before you get them. You have to take a test that allows you to get into like the teaching programs. At least that's how it is in California, and to be a substitute teacher. So my auntie Teresa was telling me that if I can get that, she subbed almost every day for a whole year, and they make pretty decent money, and it would give me experience. And I guess also too, it's something I really want to do, because I'm already older, and at my age now, it's like I really want to have a career. I don't want to have it just a get me by job. I'm sick of that. I really want to get into an art department, but it's so hard. There's so few jobs, and they're so competitive, and I really wish I would have done a little bit more 3D animation, because it's easier to get a job doing rigging. And there's a lot of jobs I see for storyboarding, like on Indeed. You go to even like Nickelodeon's website, and they have like storyboard jobs. Revisionist storyboards is they're the ones who storyboard. Who we're gonna do a rough draft of how a show is gonna be created with all the timed scenes and interactions, and the way it goes from one frame to another. So it's I've done them like in college, and even high school we had an animation program. But just stuff that I understood. Like I never had a class on just that. And I really wish they would. I really wish that they would like when you went to university or college, like they should say, hey, it's really hard to get an art job. So if you're gonna get an art degree, you have to get a useful degree too, like business or something, because there's so many business jobs. Like where I went to the Cal State Fullerton and the art department, I don't think they prepared me well enough for the real world. I passed all these classes and stuff, got B+ average probably, and I don't think they should not allow you to graduate unless they say, hey, you know what, you're gonna get a fucking job. Because even it's crazy how I can be a better artist than some of the instructors that I had. But you think even these instructors, they're really great, they're really awesome, but why do they have to revert to being teachers? Because it's really hard and competitive. And I had a really awesome animation teacher, and he worked on Family Guy, and it was Brandon. I can't remember his last name right now. He was an awesome guy. He taught me so much. And he told me, he's like, dude, I used to work on Family Guy. He's like, you remember that animated scene where Peter's dancing, and he's saying, can't touch me, dun, 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 dun. You can't touch me. I was like, oh, I remember that episode. It was so funny. He was like, I animated the whole thing. And he's like, I had to look at myself in the mirror dancing, and I'm a chubby guy like Peter, so he was like, that's how I got it. I was like, that's so awesome. And I was like, why did you ever leave? My phone just fell.